Were there times in your life when things happened where you had that Jacob wrestle with God moment where you were like, you know what, man? Why don't you come down here and explain? Did you ever question your faith? Did you ever wonder, is this real? Did you ever say, how could a loving God let something like this happen? Have you had struggles like that?
Wholeheartedly, couple times. Right, I can remember vividly me going through high school, right, and going through my junior year and senior year, doing well, 2 state championships, breaking some records, number of touchdowns and yards, not getting any offers, and then out of nowhere, after my All-Star game my senior year, getting a scholarship offer from Notre Dame, and then a week before signing day, them calling and telling me they didn't need me anymore. I was heartbroken. I was crushed. I was a 17-year-old kid. I remember running down into my basement in Arlington, Texas, and crying my eyes out because I'm the guy that's putting in all the work. Football, after watching the Cowboys play on Sunday, I'm running. I'm going to the football field. My parents dropped me out to the football field. I'm running sprints by myself. Blood, sweat, and tears out there in the hot sun, just pushing myself to the limit.
Pretty serious self-starter.
Oh yeah, because I knew what I wanted. And it was a combination of me running, chasing a dream, and me running from a nightmare.
Yeah.
And that fuel, just like, man, I got to do whatever it takes
Sure.
to get closer to my dream. So when I got into that moment, I was putting out the blood, sweat, and tears, and I'm going to Bible study, and I'm going to church. I'm reading and praying every night.
Checking the boxes.
Doing everything,
Yeah.
right, that I feel like I'm supposed to do as a good Christian or believer or follower of Christ. And I go down in the basement, and I remember I get down on my knees, and I'm crying. I'm crying profusely. Tears are flowing out of my eyes.
And they didn't even mail you anything.
No,
They
I
just
just got a
called
call.
you.
Yes, because we were supposed to take a recruiting visit, and I called. My parents called.
Catholics, bro.
And so I'm down there in that basement, and I have a come to Jesus moment. And I'm down there, and I say, God, you got to do something. Like, what is going on? I'm the one that's going to Bible study. I'm excelling at everything that I control. I'm working hard. I'm training hard. I'm going to Bible study. I'm reading my Bible every night.
Were
I'm
you a
praying
good
to you.
student?
I was a good student, 3.0 student, doing everything that I needed to do in order to have success. But this happens to me. And I said, God, you got to show me something. And I'm speaking to him in a way that's more aggressive than I ever had before because I'm in a crisis. I have more questions than I have answers. And I'm like, God, you got to show me something now. Like, I can't wait. Like, I don't know what's going to happen in my future. I'm watching everybody else get the blessings that I desire and I've been praying for.
You were literally crying out
In the middle of my basement. And at that moment, the only thing I knew to do was just pray. And I had my Bible open. And I said, God, you got to show me something. I just flipped the Bible. Like, God's honest truth. I just flipped it open. I said, God, you got to show me something. And as I flipped the Bible open, I just, split the Bible in between and just opened up the book and just laid it down on the ground. The Bible landed on Proverbs 3, 5 through 6. That's what I read out. As I read on Proverbs 3, and it got to 5 through 6, in which really spoke to me. It says, trust in the Lord God with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. Mm-hmm. Acknowledge him in all your ways, and he will direct your path. And at that very moment, as I'm reading those words in that passage in that basement, I feel a warming sensation come over my body. I feel as if, like, God is wrapping his arms around me in that moment and let me know, Justin, this is going to be okay. I got a plan and I got a purpose for you. And in that moment, I feel a peace come over me. Like, nothing in my situation at that time changed. Nothing. I still don't have a school to go to. I don't have a scholarship. I'm not going to Notre Dame. Nothing in that moment had changed. But on the inside, something had changed drastically. I had a peace. And I got up and I was like, I dusted myself off. I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going to happen, but I trust you, God. I know that you got a plan for me. I know that something's going to work out. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to be faithful. I'm going to go work out. I'm going to go work as much as I can and keep excelling at what I can control, preparing, my attitude, effort, and things like that. And then a few months down the road, I get a scholarship offer from UC Berkeley. And that happened in signing days, February. I got a scholarship. I think I signed a letter of intent to Cal in May, which never happens.
Yeah, that's not the way it works.
No,
timing wise.
Spring game. They've played their spring game or in spring practice at that time, and somebody got hurt, and a scholarship opened.
Wow.
And the scholarship opened up, and they gave it to me.
Hey, What's up? Thanks for checking out my videos here on the JESS MARSHALL YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe for sure. Hit that bell. Press that button to watch the next video. If you got a question you have about any of the topics I bring up in the videos, drop a question below, and we'll be sure to get an answer back to you ASAP. See you on the next one.